Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe's Classic Video Games, back with another cool nonsense video for you this evening. I usually do these videos about arcade games, jukeboxes, and pinball machines, but I'm here in my office, and this is not going to have anything to do with arcade games, jukeboxes, or pinball machines. So if you only enjoy those videos, you will probably not enjoy this one. I picked this up at the flea market today. Now, I don't know how many of you like flea markets. I love them. Do you go to the flea market often? When I was a kid, I used to go every weekend with my dad. I can remember, I guess we did the whole time, but I can remember being 5 going to the flea market. And so I've just been doing that forever. So anyway, I was at the flea market earlier, and there's this one guy in there. Man, this guy's cool. I don't even know his name. I need to ask him his name. But he does clean outs of like storage units and estate sales and all this stuff. And so this guy gets the most interesting stuff. I mean, holy moly, this guy gets some cool stuff. So he suckered me, and look, he made me buy a whole box of stuff today. So I figured I would look at it. We'd do maybe a little video of it and see what it is. And then a couple of things I'm going to keep, and then the rest of it I'm probably just going to sell in my shop. If you don't know about our store, we have a vintage video game store. We also sell arcade games, jukeboxes, and pinballs, coin-operated stuff. But it's a pretty large store, and there's an area over in the corner where we put a bunch of just weird stuff we get. So this, probably most of these posters, or what these are here, will end up in the store for sale for a few bucks each. So don't misunderstand and think that this video is about, oh, I found a bunch of stuff worth a bunch of money at the flea market. No. It's not worth anything. It's just interesting. So I figured I'd do a little video because it's so interesting. So let me grab a couple things out of the box, and then we'll go from there. Before I went to this guy's booth, there's another guy outside that's always got cool stuff too, and I grabbed a couple things from him. So let me show you what he had. So this little bag is that guy's stuff. Now, you're gonna love this. I'm a sucker for this crap. The first thing, if I can get it out of the bag, come on. Look, look at this. Come on, people. Come on now. Come on, folks. He had this laying on his table. I couldn't resist. Look at this. It's an old Monarch Meter. Ohm meter. Voltmeter. What do they call them? VF? VOM? Is that what they call them? Voltage ohm meter? Is that? I thought this was interesting. I don't have that many of these old ones. Look, you could adjust it back in the day, I guess. I guess you turn this and it dials it in. So I guess you put your two leads in, you connect them together, and then you turn this knob until you're at 0. But how cool is that? It doesn't have the leads with it, unfortunately. So I need to get some of those. But wow, that's cool. I guess we're going to have to open it. How cool is that? Look at the size of it. So let's guess a year. What would you guess? I would say, just judging by how faded the red is, and just the general look of it, and the way the text is, just to kind of the vibe of it, the design of it, that's old, man. That's mid-60s, I would guess. What do you think? Very cool. Let me get a screwdriver. We'll take the back of it off. Monarch MT5 BBC 7513. Or is that telling me the 13th week of 1975? I think I would probably assume that. It's probably the 13th week of 1975. BBC, is that telling me like British BBC? Now, it felt kind of heavy, people. There was probably a battery in it. You know what that means. There's been a battery in there since 1975. But it didn't leak. Yet. Ever ready pin light battery. Union Carbide, made in the USA. Well, you know that one's got to be old. Is that a date stamped in the bottom? Maybe. Maybe not. So cool. The battery's so nice, I almost want to leave it in there, but I won't. You'll be all right, folks. Don't worry about it. It's kind of heavy even without the battery. So, simple little design. Got some little resistors. Is that a couple little caps? No, that's some kind of little adjustment or something. Yeah, so I guess maybe 1975. Very cool. So what did I pay for that? Well, I splurged $1. Well worth it, in my opinion. Happy to have it. I'll have to get some leads that will fit that, and then put it with it, and then use it from time to time. That'd be cool. So I like that. We did good there. Okay. So this same guy, he had one other thing. And I just bought these because I was standing there and I bought that, right? So the guy's got the whole table's full of stuff. Look at this bad boy. The Allen Manufacturing Company from Hartford, Connecticut. Vest Pack Kit for hex socket screws. Number 605. Vest Pack Kit for hex socket screws. I just like that it had the Allen head logo. It's a little dirty. I'll have to clean it up if I don't rip it trying to open it for you. Just think if it made it all this time and then I broke it. And so it's just a little pack of Allen head screws. That one probably doesn't belong in there, but I don't know how many are supposed to be in there. So this is almost useless, you know, but it was laying there on the table, you know, right beside that. And the guy had he had all kinds of stuff, but that was the two cool ones, you know. I gotta be honest. I just like how it looks. It's kind of cool. It's vintage, you know. I'm trying not to be a hipster. It's hard though, people. It's hard not to be a hipster. But you know, I use stuff like this, so I'll put this with all of my other Allen heads, and I'll put this voltmeter with my other 20 voltmeter. I just like it. For $1, I believe I will. I'll give it a nice clean home here. So that was outside. But then I walked inside. And this dude talked me into buying this whole box. Now, let me show you how he hooked me. He hooked me, people. This guy's very clever. He's a cool dude. Oh, that was $1 as well. Those were $1 each. He's a cool dude, and he knows what he's doing. So he had some things sitting out on the table that I noticed first, and then the box was over on the side, right? So the things that were out on the table are in this bag. Let me pull that out. So he even gift wrapped them for me. I'm gonna break it. I need to get a tripod so I don't have to so I don't break any of this stuff. You know what this is going to be, right? Lot number 230, buyer number 2-piece. So you know what this is going to be. Hoop. Hoop. Uh-oh. Oh no. There it went again. Must be 5 o'clock somewhere. Made in Germany. Uh-oh. Anytime you're buying something and they've got the eBay paperwork, that's never good. That means they're trying to get too much money out of it. So it's an old clock. Let's see what they're trying to tell us. It says Welby small mantle clock. Division. That's a division of Elgin. Okay, made in Germany. Huh. A Welby. Well, here's the deal with these old clocks. I really like them, but here's the problem. I cannot fix them very well, especially if the mainspring is messed up. Let's see if we can we see the mainspring in there? If that mainspring's messed up, I'm in trouble. Ooh. I can't see it. I see the mainspring in there. Not the mainspring, the hairspring. I see the hairspring in there. It doesn't look like it's detached. Basically, you got to clean them, but if the hairspring's messed up, I'm horrible with it. I've had so many clocks that I can't fix because of the hairspring being messed up. Ooh, looky. So he had that sitting there. I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff. Now, this is a German one. I usually just buy the American-made ones. Now, the reason for that is not because they're better than the German ones. They're not, necessarily. It's because the American ones are all very similar. So if you can fix an American one, you can fix a lot of the American ones, right? So if you get a clock from, I would guess this is from maybe the 20s or the 30s. Well, I don't know. It's German, so I might not know. But if you get a clock from like the 20s or the 30s that's an American-made one, they're all very similar. You can kind of learn. Welby. That's a cool clock. Now, as far as value, none of this stuff has any value, really. I mean, it's got a little bit of value. You might meet somebody who's looking for this particular one, but probably not. And you can see that the hinge has broken. The weld. And this is the cover of it. If we can get the... It's not going to stay on there because the weld's broke, but the guy was nice enough to gift wrap it for me so I didn't break it. Look, the hand's touching. That ain't right. So that hand's bent. All that can be fixed, obviously. So let's see if we can get like a close-up of the movement. The bottom of it has a little bit of damage or something's going on where this... You can see what's going on. It's not great. I can't tell what's happening. I mean, it's kind of like it's made like that. I don't know. Welby Corporation, Germany. No jewels. Unadjusted. So the reason it says no jewels and unadjusted is it's for export stuff. So whenever it says no jewels, it's basically trying to keep like tariffs down and stuff, basically. And unadjusted usually means that it was sold to be installed in a cabinet by someone else. So that's pretty cool. Let me see if I can wind it up and see if it does anything. Probably not, but we'll see. Well, I wound it up. It doesn't want to do anything. It's basically, you know, it needs cleaned and oiled. So I may do a video on that in the future. So that was sitting there on the table, and he wanted $10 for it. So it's worth $10 to me, so I bought it. And then next to it, he had this one. This was sitting there. Also wanted $10 for it. Now this one's not quite as nice, in my opinion. I don't even know what it is. Let me see if it's labeled or anything. Nope. So, you know, it's missing the glass and some stuff. I think this is one of those ones where the whole movement comes out. Yeah. Okay. So it's, you know, this one's seen better days, but it's just a nice little clock case. So let's see what this one is called. This one's in worse shape than the other one for real. There's the balance wheel. Same thing. I'd like to see the... Oh yeah, there it is. See the spring? Still looks intact. I've tried to fix some hairsprings before. It did not go well. But I'm learning. Hey, I'll get better at it eventually. See these little pegs here holding the movement together? Little nails. So there's where you wind it. Interesting stuff, man. This one doesn't even have hands on it, obviously, but that can be fixed. What was that? Was that this one? Is it trying to tell us something? I think I can hear it saying, "I'll never work again." I'd like to find a maker's mark or something. There's no hands on the face. So. What is that? That's just wear. If you're into clocks, you may be able to tell just by looking at it what model it is. I'm not aware of what it is, but it's probably nothing special. If you don't know about clocks, none of these are really worth a lot of money. I mean, there are clocks that are worth a lot of money, but most clocks, nah. But I like them. I like that they don't need electricity. And they work. I just think that's so cool. And I like that it's kind of like the first consumer tech, you know. It's like radios. I got a bunch of radio. I got a bunch more than that. These are just ones I've got set up in my office. But they, I just like how somebody had the problem where they were trying to accurately tell time, and they came up with all of these gears all aligned just right, and it's a very precise instrument, and it can tell time perfectly. This clock that's going off right now, it's midnight. that's that. That thing keeps almost perfect time. It loses like 2 or 3 seconds a week, if that. I mean, it's almost perfect. So, you know, it's not a real special one or anything, but it works great, you know. So, really good clock. It's just so cool how they were able to make that work. So, I think clocks are cool. And I like that a really old clock a lot of times will still work just fine. All right. Okay, so I saw those over $10 each. So anyway, I decided I wanted to buy them, stick them on my shelf. And then I went over and I saw this box. Look at this box full of paperwork. What's in the papers? And so the guy said, having a special today, I'm going to sell that whole box for $10. And I thought, I don't need any of that stuff. But then I thought, it's only $10. It's only $10. All right, so let me clear this stuff off and then we'll start looking through the paperwork. I looked through a couple of them and it's pretty interesting, which is why I bought it. So. Okay, so what most of these are architectural plans. So it was a architectural firm, or I guess Duncan Parnell here in Charlotte. So this one says, model home for Site Crete. And this was from 1979. Let it grow on you a little bit, right? Think about it a little bit. At first you're like, oh, that's nothing. Well, maybe. So let's see what kind of houses they were making. That's the front. Pretty plain. There's the rear. Pretty plain. Not much to it. Kitchen cabinet detail. So it looks like they were just very inexpensive, or this one, I should say. I don't know what the other ones are. Looks like just very inexpensive homes. Right elevation, very plain. Left elevation. So nothing special at all. Okay, so let's look at we got the floor plan here. So this home is 42 feet wide. And it is 30 feet deep. So a 760 square foot house. Did I do my math right? No, a 1,284, 126, a 1,260 square foot house. Okay. Okay, so living room, where's the front door? Here's the front. It's just a square kind of rectangle house. Little entry porch. You come in, you're in the living room. There is a doorway into the kitchen. Reefer. Well, that'll probably get me some views from the algorithm. So there's a kitchen. There's a little dining room in the back. There's a little back porch, a utility room, which would be kind of like a mud room, you know, washer and dryer. This looks to me like it's on paper. I mean, on pencil. So this was, you know. Okay, so you come in the living room. To the left is a coat closet in the living room. And then there's a little hallway, and there's a door to the right with the heat pump and a water heater and a little storage room. And then you keep going down the hallway, and you have bedroom number 3 here with a little closet in it. Pretty typical. It's 11 by 10 foot 6. So you have the little bathroom here, very typical. Little sink, little toilet, standard bathtub. And then at the end of the hallway you have 2 bedrooms. Also 11 by 11 foot 6. This one has 2 windows in it. Little hall closet. Little bedroom closet. And then you open into this one, which I guess would be the main bedroom, master bedroom. It's 14 feet by 12 foot 8 inches. Bracket light, I guess that says. Oh, little lights hanging on the wall. There is a closet there. No master bathroom. Just one bathroom in this house. And if you went out back, there is a storage room on the back of the house. And that's it. 1979, people. The American dream. Let's see what else we got. Also from 1979, it says 5-plex, and it says WP Cherry. I wonder if this was actually built somewhere. It'd be cool to find the location that it was actually built and then go look on Street View and see if it's actually still there. This appears to be an apartment complex. Right. So here's the rear. There's the right. 5 garage doors. And there's the left. I have not seen anything like this in Charlotte, but Charlotte's a big city, so I don't know. Let's see what page 2 looks like. Second floor plan. Porch outside, stairs downstairs. So you come in, entry, coat, living room. This one doesn't have, oh yeah, it does. I was about to say it doesn't have some of the measurements on it. Living room, dining room, kitchen. Nice little balcony outside, 9 by 12. That's pretty cool. One of those little walk-through kitchens. Very 1979-ish. Nice kind of wrap-around hallway. I like how this one's laid out. Kind of cool. Bedroom and closet. There's a pantry near the kitchen. Linen near the kitchen and the bath. Bath with 2 doors. Second bedroom. And a utility closet. Or a utility room with stairs going down, probably to another entrance on the ground floor. Interesting. Okay, so over here, I guess you have stairs going up to a living room. This is the second apartment. Ooh, they're showing electrical wiring a little bit too, aren't they? Dining room. This one has a different kitchen setup. A little bar here. This one didn't have a bar. So this one has a little bit of a bar. Fur down above wall cabinets. Okay. So up high from the ceiling there would be a little thing falling down with over the bar. And she walked on down the hallway, baby. Bedroom. The bedrooms are a little bigger than in that house we were looking at. Pretty decent sized double bifold closet. Another bedroom. Linen, utility, bathroom. Larger bedroom with a nice dressing room and a larger bathroom, master bathroom. Okay, that's the second floor. First floor plan. Didn't we decide that the stairs... Oh no, on the other one, the stairs were around this way. You went down. Oh, okay, to the garage. Oh, that makes sense. All right, so you could come in the garage and go upstairs, and that's how you got to this apartment from that way on the second floor. But on the first floor, there's one that looks pretty much identical. 2 bedrooms, entry, living. It doesn't have the... Oh yeah, it does have a patio. Same patio. Wood fence. Okay, so that's that. And then that other one was the second floor. So this one, since it's the ground floor, it has the same set or a different piece back here. So we had 2 upstairs. Here's our third apartment. Living room, dining room, kitchen, patio. It's basically a mirror, or pretty close to a mirror. All right, well, very cool. All right, let's see if he built any mansions. Plot plan. Here is our architect friend. Raleigh Avenue. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, they done gave us a location. Now all I got to do is go look all the way down Raleigh Avenue, which I've never heard of, wherever it is. Hopefully it's not in Raleigh, until I find this. Asphalt parking, 32 spaces. And then it looks like it's 2 apartment buildings. So it's one of those apartment setups where there's 4 apartments and there's steps in the middle going up to a platform where there's 4 doors to apartments. I've seen a million apartments like that. I might try to see if I can find Raleigh Avenue, but let's see what else we can find. So I found a map of Iraq. That's interesting. What in the world? So maybe they had some business in Iraq? Another map of Iraq. Number of units to be installed at each location. Basra. I've heard of these as we were bombing them. Rumaitha, Najaf, Baghdad, Ramadi. All locations in circle can be worked from Baghdad. Some kind of government contract stuff. I don't know if this was, you know, around the same time, 1979. I don't remember. I was 1 year old, so I don't remember politically what was going on in 79. Were we on friendly terms then? I don't remember. For a minute, I thought I'd found like another piece of the Dead Sea Scrolls, but this is some kind of negative that they use for the blueprints, and it actually says Tranon Apartments, Gastonia, North Carolina. And it's the apartments that were on Raleigh Street. So I should be able to find that. Let me keep looking though. So it appears that they may have built a ton of apartments there based on that plan, but none of them are the actual one that we saw with the parking lot in front of it. But it looks like they may all be the same exact layout if it was ever built, but there's a ton of them. So I should be able to find that if it is in Gastonia. Well, sure enough, they did build them. So it's called the Oaks at Edgemont Apartment Homes, and it's all of these double apartments here. Even that pool is in the Platte, the Platte and the Plot. So it's like all of this stuff. Very interesting. So here's one of the apartment buildings, just your typical apartment, it looks like. Let's read their reviews and see if it's a nice place or if they're kind of, you know, on the slummy side. All right, so it looks like the rent is about $800-900 a month, which is on the low end. And they said that a lot of the tenants are, I'm trying to put this poetically, that they're government assisted, where basically they're the government's paying for their rent, and that the place is pretty bad. So one person in the comments, in the reviews, even said, don't live here unless you are ready to die. So apparently it's kind of rough around there. But I'll bet whenever the architectural drawings were drawn up, the place was just heaven on earth. It was probably one heck of a place at one time. So to end it on a good note, there was also this beautiful calendar from 1970 of Switzerland in the box. I feel much better now. Yeah. Okay. Get rid of this. So the Switzerland. This video is about a calendar from Switzerland. It says SIBA. I don't know what that means. And it's kind of a strange calendar. I've never seen one like this before. In America, all the calendars I've ever seen are in like a grid where it shows like the 7 days of the week. So I don't know if all of them are in Switzerland are like this, or if this is just some weird 1970 thing that I missed because I wasn't here yet. But this is the Rhine of Basel. I don't know. I don't know Switzerland. The Muoda Valley in Canton Schwyz, Mount Giernisch. Beautiful. The dark waters of the Rozig Brook. That's pretty cool. This is awesome. 1970. I mean, obviously you can't use it anymore, but it's got some beautiful pictures. You know what I like about stuff like this is that it's a photograph of 1970. You know, this isn't necessarily how it looks now, although it probably looks about the same. But it's just cool that it's like it's a historical record of how it looked at that time. Here we go. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no. This whole box is cursed, isn't it? Oh, no. Oh, man. So, I was looking at the architectural drawings innocently, and then I find out that it's like slumlord stuff. And they're murdering people. They said they're doing drug deals in the playground. A covered wooden bridge leads from Stein, where SIBA has its pharmaceutical finishing plant. Well, there you go, folks. I thought I had some cool stuff here. Let me show you a nice stapler. So anyway, that's the kind of stuff I see at the flea market. I think it was still worth it. I'm going to sell all this stuff at my shop, though. So leave your comments down below if you saw anything interesting in there. Make sure to give us a thumbs up for taking the trouble to film it for you. I hope you enjoyed it. We're just messing around, obviously. I'm trying to do videos like this maybe on the weekends or something. I don't want to replace any of our awesome arcade game and pinball and jukebox videos with it, but, you know, I got all this cool stuff. I figured I'd film some of it. So I hope you enjoyed it. Leave your comments below. Make sure to give us a thumbs up. Make sure to check out my brother Donnie. He has a cool channel here on YouTube, and we will see you on the next video.